Fearless Pioneer.
Yo, what is going on guys? EJ here, bringing another Lord of the Rings Rise to War video. Today guys, we're going to be talking about the 3 new units. I already made a video about them, naming what they're going to be, but now we have all the stats and all of their skills in that. So we're going to do a bit of a breakdown, just to slow it down, have a look at all their stats, their skills and everything, and just analyze, and yeah, we'll go over the information like that. Things that I have definitely found out from before is they're all going to be neutral units and they're all going to be tier 3 units. So as you probably could see from the start of the screen, we have our first troop, which we're going to go over evil first today, and it's going to be the War Drummers. So like I said, they are going to be a tier 3 unit with a units per command of 100 guys. Their attack type is going to be melee. They have a damage range of 10 to 30 at base. Now, their HP of 30 and defense of 40, so pretty mediocre stats there. Siege of 16 is fairly decent, with 90 speed being not too bad either. Their hiring cost there, 12 minutes 30 for 100 per command tier 3 neutral unit is actually quite very good. So, very good timing, and 2,000 gold is pretty standard, pretty cheap to be honest. Overall, the rest of their resource costs are really not that bad whatsoever. So they definitely look like they're going to be a very good unit to make very fast and quick. But let's have a look at their skills, shall we guys? So as you can see, their first skill here is going to be called Inspiration. Now it says here, each round on their own turn or allies' next damage will be plus 20%. So basically, on their own turn, basically after these guys attack, your next allied units are going to do plus 20% damage. So it basically just increases the amount of damage you're doing with your other allied units in your troop setup. Now, with their second skill, it is called Remotivate. Now it says all allies each round have a 35% chance to remove a debuff. So this could be anything like stun or madness. So pretty decent there. So overall, I'd say they're a pretty good all-round, very good new tier 3 neutral unit coming for the evil side. Now, if we look at the next one, guys, you see here the new unit, it's going to be the Spear Thrower. And yeah, the information for these guys is going to be a really good addition for the evil side. You guys are really going to like the Spear Throwers. So, first off, you can see they are a ranged, which a lot of you guys have been saying you'd loved a new range, like the Morgul, a blast, a beast, rangers, whatever they're called, the archers or whatever they're called on the evil side. They're quite good, but you're pretty limited to the range that you have. Well, these guys are ranged and you do get 100 per command. They have a pretty good stat damage base of 20 to 28. That's fairly decent, with HP of 35 and 18 defense. So they're more on the attacking side, let alone defense and HP. Speed, pretty mediocre, around middle of 65 and 10 siege. As you can see, their hiring costs are cheap as chips. Very low, a bit high on the iron because you're going to be throwing those iron spears. But very low on the wood and food consumption. Only 1,600 gold per 100 command and a 10-minute conscription time. But the awesome thing about them is when you have a look at their skills. And there's some really good skills. You guys are going to like them. Being on the good side, these guys are going to hurt a little bit. So their first skill is called Spear Throwing. Oh, what a surprise that is, lol. So yeah, against mounted units. As you know, the good side do use a lot of mounted units. Damage plus 20% on hit. Enemy target. Speed minus 10 lasts 1 round. Remember, these are all maxed at level 10 as well. So these are the max percentages and skills and that you will see on these skills. Or stats, I should say. And so yeah, you're going to do 20% extra damage on hit, and you're going to reduce their speed for 1 round. Their second skill is going to be Barbed Spears. Normal attacks cause 1 target to bleed, sort of like how some of the Dwarven units do that and cause bleed and stuff like that. And receive 10% damage for 2 rounds. Prioritize that target that is not inflicted with bleed. So basically, yeah, it's just a bleed effect. We've seen that on a couple of troops before. So that is our spearmen. So they're pretty decent. Very cheap to make, and I think they could do very well against the good sides mounted. Like, maybe these guys could help you guys against some of those crazy Theodens. I may have one. Moving on to the good side now, we have our first new unit, the Shire Protector, and these guys are looking fantastic. Another addition, all kind of like the Bree Riders, but yeah, these guys are going to be excellent, as you will soon see. So, they have a unit per command of 50 with the attack type of melee. So basically, pretty much standard for a mounted troop. Now, their damage base of 30 to 34 is excellent, around the same amount of damage that the Bow Knights are doing. They have excellent 8 HP, of 88 HP, around about the same as the Bow Knights as well, and 45 defense. They have excellent speed as being a mounted troop of 125 with 10 siege. Now, as you can see, they are a lot more costly than the evil side. They are definitely using a lot more resources there. Not too much more gold, only about 700 more. And the conscription time of 20 minutes is honestly not too bad compared to some of your other tier 3 units that you actually will use. So not too bad there, but as you can see, they have 3 skills, so we're going to go over them. These guys are pretty awesome. So the first skill that we have here is called Unexpected Threat. You have a 50% chance of gaining damage plus 50%. Shire Protector cannot be targeted if the army includes other allied units. So it's pretty good there. You get the chance to gain 50% damage there, but there is negative buffs to it as well. The next skill is Pure of Heart, and this one's really good. They are unaffected by madness in combat, so this is really good. This is going to be a great unit if you're playing on the good side, of course. In Season 6, I do believe the way it's looking so far that it's going to probably be mixed, and good and evil can use all kinds of units and stuff like that. But hopefully that's not the case, but it's looking that way so far, so maybe everyone can use them. But let's just say, for an example, you're using Theoden or someone like that. This will be excellent if you don't have a anti-madness helm, which usually only affects the commander most of the time. It will stop these guys from being affected by madness from people like Sauron, so it's going to be excellent. And you have a 50% chance to cleanse one ally that is succumbing to madness as well. So, excellent there. Basically, it can pretty much give you the ability to stop madness on 2 of your allied troops. Really good. And the last skill for these guys is called Well Traveled. When allied commander race equals hobbits or men, it is attack plus 10 and speed plus 10. So basically, you just need to have a troop combination of hobbits and men. So if you run these guys with like some catters or something like that, you're going to be looking pretty good. Like on a Theoden, it's going to buff your attack and speed as well, which would work perfectly on like a Theoden or Eowyn, because speed buffs would really help their attacking damage. Excellent. So, and then the last one we have here, guys, is going to be the Woodman. Now, the Woodman, they are going to be a 100 per command and a melee type as well. They're going to have 16 to 24 base damage with 40 HP and 20 defense, 85 speed and 15 siege, so not too bad for siege for the good side. Hiring costs are not too bad as well, a little bit pricier on again the orb, but 2500 gold and 12 minutes 30 per 100 command. Now these guys are man race, of course, and they are going to have 2 skills, so let's have a look at the skills, shall we? So the first skill for the Woodman is going to be the Sharp Edge. It says for the self, ignores 50% of the target's defense, so these guys are going to do that, plus a 50% chance to reduce target's defense by 10 for 1 round when your army includes dwarves. So these guys are gonna basically going to be working with your dwarves, so maybe you can throw some axe throwers or something next to these guys. And their last skill, guys, is called Nature's Veil, which you got a 20% chance to evade damage and 30% chance to evade damage when battling on woodlands. So yeah, a good little chance there to evade some damage completely in battle, so that's pretty excellent there. So yeah, that's an in-depth look, guys. The last thing I could pretty much say, just with the locations, you would think like obviously the hobbits and stuff like that are going to be up near the Shire regions. The woodsmen probably around like Fenghorn and stuff like that in the wooded areas. The drummers and that, I honestly think they could either be somewhere in the Evil Land or maybe even towards the Moria section. And then our last evil one, the spear throwers, I just feel like they could be just generally in any kind of evil areas. They probably could be down around the New Harad and stuff kind of areas as well, guys. But we're going to wrap it up there, guys. I hope you enjoyed this breakdown. And until next time, peace out, EJ's out, and I'll catch you guys later. See yous. Thousands of the EJU.